Today, I'm gonna show you how to make this gourmet, silky, jello-like steamed eggs. They're so light and so silky that it literally just like dissipates in your mouth. It's so good. And these silky, jello-like eggs are so gourmet that it's usually only served at high-end restaurants. But guess what? I'm gonna show you how to make this at home, and it's actually super simple. So you need to watch this. 오늘의 레시피, 아주 쉽고 맛있는 달걀 푸딩 만들기. 오늘도 여러분들과 영으로 함께 하겠습니다. I just need to stop filming so I could eat all this. You know, I don't know which one's my favorite. They're all like my children. I love all of them. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. The full ingredient list is available in the description box below, as well as the Korean product links that you could order online. First, we're gonna start with making the broth for our silky egg pudding. We're gonna add 3 to 4 pieces of the small dried sea kelp dashima, 1 thin slice of ginger, and we're gonna add half a teaspoon of SayWooJeot. Now, if you don't have SayWooJeot, which is salt-fermented baby shrimp, you could substitute adding fish sauce instead, 멸치액젓. And for those of you asking, no, you cannot use shrimp paste. Shrimp paste is not a Korean cuisine ingredient. And for those of you that want to make SayWooJeot at home, I have a recipe for this. It's super simple. All you need is salt and fresh shrimp. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of 소고기 Dashida. So this is beef bouillon powder. You could also use 연두 instead, or a pinch of MSG. Alternatively, if you don't have any of these ingredients, you could just substitute using chicken broth or vegetable broth. But of course, with all these ingredients, it's going to come out tasting much, much better. And to this, we're going to add 1 cup of hot water. Maybe just slightly a little more because of the ingredients that we added in here. And I want you to cover it with plastic wrap, seal it tight, and let this come to room temperature. Now, once our broth has come to room temperature, we're gonna take out the dashima and our ginger, and the rest of this stuff we're gonna filter out. But what is really important is that this has to be room temperature. If you add warm broth to our eggs, it's gonna come out scrambled, and we don't want that. Now we need 1 cup of eggs, and about 5 eggs equals 1 cup, depending on the size of the eggs you're using. Then add the eggs to a mixing bowl, and I want you to poke like that, and then start whisking. Then once you're done whisking, we're gonna take the rest of our broth right here and pour it all in our bowl. Just gently mix, like that. Then using a fine mesh strainer, we're gonna pour our egg and broth mixture right here to our strainer. Then I just want you to lift and shake, then just move the egg mixture around like that so it filters through nicely. And sometimes if it doesn't drain fast enough, what you need to do is just go under here and just scrape the bottom like that, and then it'll drain faster. So just mix and mix until then what you are left with is just the salt fermented shrimp and then the egg whites that are just not going to strain through. So this, I wouldn't throw it away. I would add another egg or 2, whip it up, and then just make scrambled eggs with it. It's going to be so tasty because of the salt fermented shrimp. Then to this, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of Mirim. That's Korean cooking wine. If you cannot have alcohol, just skip it. Then just give it a stir. Then we're going to pour this back into our measuring cup, and here we're just going to add them to 3 small bowls like so. Fill it about 2/3 way. Wait, you didn't know that you could order Korean ingredients at Amazon.com? Yes, go to Amazon.com/shop/modernpepper and you and I could go shopping together. And of course, you could use any steamer pot. But if you plan on steaming your food a lot, I highly recommend getting this 3-tier stainless steel steamer. We use this stainless steel steamer to make soft and fluffy buns filled with sweet red beans And also we made steamed bibimbap with delicious soybean soup on the bottom together at once using this stainless steel steamer. All right, so once the steamer pot comes to boil, like so, we're gonna add our steamer basket on top, and we're gonna carefully place them in the steamer, like so, and make sure there's room between each bowl. Now I'm gonna place these lids on. These are my Korean rice bowls with matching lids. You could just place any small plates on top. If not, you could also put a plastic saran wrap tightly on your bowl. Make sure it's covered. Then we're gonna place our lid and we're gonna steam this on high heat for 15 minutes. All right, so it's been 15 minutes, so we're gonna turn off the heat completely, and we're just gonna let the eggs hang out in here for 2 to 3 minutes with no heat on. All right, so it's been about 2-3 minutes, so we're gonna take the lid off. Ooh, let's open the lid and take a look. Oh, look how pretty and soft our eggs look. So take them out. You could eat them right away now, or you could also eat them at room temperature. And during the summer months, you could also eat them cold, straight from the fridge. Now you could just eat these as is and just put a very pretty garnish on top like that. Ah, so pretty. Now you could also make this slightly salty and sweet sauce to add to the egg. We need 1 tablespoon of hot water, then half a tablespoon of brown sugar. Add it here and just mix it to dissolve. Then once the sugar is dissolved, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose Korean soy sauce, 양조간장. Mix it, and you could just pour this right over your steamed egg and enjoy. Then you want to add just a little bit of green onions, like that, and just a light sprinkle of sesame seeds, just a little bit. Then the third option is adding some kim crumbles, like so, on top, a light drizzle of sesame oil, then a little bit of sesame seeds on top. And there we have it, folks. Time to dig in. Oh, it's like, did you hear that sound? Look, it's jello. It's so silky. Look at that. Ah, it smells so good. It just like disappeared in my mouth. I don't know. Where did it go? On to the next one. And this is also my favorite too. Look at that. Oh, so look at that. That's a big spoonful. If I could feed you, I would. It smells so good. Again, where did it go? It just disappeared in my mouth. The soy sauce with the slight sweet taste and the onions, ooh, that's a really good combination. And then of course with our kim toasted seaweed. I just need to stop filming so I can eat all this. You know, I don't know which one's my favorite. They're all like my children. I love all of them. And now, of course, you have to have it with Korean rice together. That's a must. Oh, look how delicious that looks. So my rice has brown rice, white rice, and barley rice together with our, oh, it's too pretty to eat almost, but oh, bon appetito. And like I always say, in life, when you have it with a piece of kimchi together, game over, game over. So make sure to enjoy with some delicious kimchi together. That's the only way. Wait, don't go anywhere. I need you to go to youtube.com/modernpepper, select the playlist tab, and click on Korean side dishes banchan recipe playlist so I can show you how to make more Korean side dishes, including more egg side dishes too. So see you there. I want to thank you for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, as always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click on that thumbs up icon and subscribe if you haven't done so, and perhaps share today's recipe with your friends and family. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아하는 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 다음 영상에서 꼭 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of the videos you see right here.